I need to speak to the ladies. I need to speak to them directly. I need to speak to them now about something very worrying. Something that, in my mind, currently is the greatest threat to the human race above all else. Above the old bird flu, above the global warming, the Iranian nuclear weapon. The biggest threat to humanity right now is a fashion amongst the ladies which demonstrates they do not know what they are doing, they're toying with forces they do not understand. And I am, of course, talking about the current fashion amongst ladies for vajazzles. Now, I understand I have to explain to some of the people present what the vajazzle is. It is, of course, as many of us know, all the gentlemen have got a fair picture, it is, of course, the decoration of this area, this ladies' area, the ladies' zone here, I'm not going to say it, I'm a gentleman, the decoration of the, you know, the leisure centre, the centre of excellence, the residence parking bay, if you want, you know, the lady guard. Yeah, ladies. Any others, ladies? Any others from the ladies? I'm not interested in what the gentlemen call it. The ladies. Yeah. We were in Scotland the other day. There was a woman who worked in McDonald's. She called it a happy meal. You know, Pearl Harbor, the Bermuda Triangle, where seamen disappear. Come on. The old, the nun, the froof, the fairy, the Mary, the... Come on, what have you got for me? Yeah, ladies, anyone? Ladies? Chuff. Chuff. Sir, I'm not interested in what you think, unless, of course, I'm confused by the operation you've had. Ladies... The surgeon's finest work, you call yours, don't you? Any others? Susie? Yeah? Flower. Oh. That's beautiful, isn't it? That's beautiful. Yeah, Karen, what'd you call it, love? Nunny. That is beautiful. Docklands, if you want, or... Front of house, backstage, whatever you want to call it. The promenade, I don't know. Theatre of Dreams, Cave of Wonders. Anyway, point is... Tunnel of Love. I don't know. Anyway, the point is... What the vajazzle trend is, the vajazzled fashion amongst the ladies, is, of course, for the decoration of this area, right? The customisation, the decoration, souping up. That's probably the wrong expression. The decoration of that area, the enhancement, you know, with like beads and different colours and sequins and LED displays and directions and landing lights. I don't know, I've not run into one myself. Anyway, the point is, the problem with this, right, the problem with this is it could have a knock-on effect, yeah, which you ladies simply haven't taken into account. All right, you want to decorate your beetle bonnet, but you haven't really thought this through. You haven't thought it through because you've not looked at it in the right way, right? Because in the first half, I talked about economics, didn't I, yeah? Talked about the euro, economics. Earlier on, I talked about economics. Now, the economics is actually nothing to do with money, when you think about it. Economics has nothing to do with balance sheets or exchange rates or debt or credit or any of those things. Economics is about relationships. Yeah? And the purest and simplest economic relationship of all is the economic relationship, the relationship between supply and demand and confidence. Now, that, of course, is the relationship between ladies and gentlemen. Supply and demand and confidence. Because, ladies, you are the supply. What? You have the supply upon your person, you control the supply. Whereas the gentlemen, of course, are the demand, don't they? And you know how it works, yeah? You reduce the supply, the demand increases, doesn't it? Leading to problems with inflation. And shattered market confidence. Yeah, reverse that. You know, I mean, if the supply is so low, the gentleman may go looking for other sources of supply. Increase the supply, what happens? The demand is overwhelmed. can't cope, you simply can't keep up, is exhausted and generally terrified to the core by the whole experience. So, confidence shattered. Supply, demand, confidence. And any economist will tell you, any expert in economics, even you, Jimmy, will tell you, right, that if you alter the supply somehow, if you somehow change the supply, you will, as sure as night follows day or as ant follows deck. Although I think it's that way round. Sure, no one knows which one's which. Anyway, the point is, if you change the supply, you will damage the demand. You could shatter the demand, you could even snuff it out completely. And this is my worry. This is what I'm worried about. This is what I'm worried about. The ladies, you're toying with a force you don't understand by altering the supply. Because let's just imagine this situation. Let's imagine Simon, whose girlfriend doesn't exist, we've established that. She goes out. You go out, there's Simon, let's imagine, you go out on a Friday night, yeah? You go out on a Friday night, you're leaving the insurance business behind you, you go out and you pull, yeah? Yeah! He's pulled, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Fantastic. He's got the moves. He's got the moves. He's got the moves. He gets the young lady back to his caravan. It's very exciting. He turns off the TV, they get cracking. They engage in the most beautiful thing a man and a woman can do together while they're awake with the appropriate permissions in place. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. The beautiful corporeal act of love between a man and woman, the finest sensual experience, the greatest thing a human being could do. Yeah? And he's loving every minute of it. And not only that, not only is this all happening, but this young lady has gone to a great deal of trouble and decorated downstairs. Yeah? She's developed docklands. Now this... What she's got is a little upside-down Christmas tree. It's fantastic. With the fairy at the bottom. It's unbelievable. There's presents along the top, baubles, lights glittering like that. There's an advent calendar. It's incredible. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. He's going, I don't believe this. This is amazing. Not only are we getting to do the business, but look at the trouble she's gone to. This really is incredibly pleasing and aesthetically fantastic. Yeah, she's gone to a lot of effort. Now, the thing is, ladies, you don't need to go to any effort at all. You run yourselves ragged and you don't have to. Because we love them. We think they're amazing. We're generally astonished if we're allowed within 10 feet of one. We simply can't believe our luck. I mean, seriously, I've never met one I didn't like. There was one that was terrifying at first, but that's a different story. It's amazing what you can get used to, but the point is you don't need to go to any trouble, right? You don't need to do this. There's no need, right? And this is the problem, because what's happened there is Simon's expectations are now sky high. They're ridiculous expectations that can only lead to disappointment and loss of confidence, right? In the economic relationship, supply, demand and confidence, this is the only destiny awaiting him, right? Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the ladies here know exactly what men are like with disappointment. We're not good with it, are we? Fellas can't deal with disappointment. They get knocked off, don't they? They get knocked off their axis. They lose control of themselves. They can't cope with it at all. They flail about. They make strange decisions when disappointed. The ladies all know this. So the next week, Simon goes out and he pulls. Again. Yeah? Yet again. They get back to the caravan. Yeah? Pushes aside the pizza boxes. Yeah? The trusty clang of the sofa bed springs. And they're about to get cracking on the greatest thing man and woman can do together when he notices that this young lady hasn't gone to the trouble of graffitiing her growler. So what happens? What happens? He takes one look and he goes, well, what the fuck's this? What's that? Is that supposed to be a mouse or something? What the fuck is it? No, absolutely not. No way. Forget it. Right? Yeah, it's the disappointment. He can't control himself. No, I don't want to. No man's ever done that. No, I'm not interested. And then what happens is he's so out of control, he's so lost the plot, he does something no man has ever done in all of human history since the beginning of time. He does what's never been done before, and he says what he's actually thinking. Because this is the truth, ladies. There may be a man in your life who you love. There may be a man who you've married. There may be a man you've had children with. There may be a man who one day you cradle on his deathbed and send him on to the next world. Yeah? But there's him, and then there's the other one. That one in here. And all the gentlemen know that one in here. The one with the ideas. The one with the plans. The one with the appetites. The one looking at those tits. That one in there. Scheming, plotting, demanding, always. He won't shut up. He will not shut up. And let me tell you, ladies, if you heard just once what this fella has to say, you'd want nothing to do with any of us ever again. And this is why the vajazzle is the greatest threat to mankind currently.